Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to test a couple of $5 amps that my wife brought home from a garage sale. The first one is this little Fender amp here. And I've already figured out there's the front, I haven't plugged it in yet, but this, it seems to be loose. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug it in. Let's see if it works. Okay, here we go. Here come the sparks. Plug her in. Hey, look, we got power. You know what? When you're testing amps, you don't even need a guitar. You could just go like this. Sounds kind of like there's a bad connection or something. I hope this thing works. There's your overdrive. Reverb. Let's plug her in. Bass works. Well, the tones work. Seems like this is loose too. Everything seems to be loose on this. And the reverb works, so I'm going to. I want to tighten the. I don't know why the front baffle is loose. Isn't that spring reverb? I'm going to take it apart. And we'll take it apart and unplug it for now. And we'll see what's going on in there. Apparently the baffle board is just glued into this amp. I mean, it's a cheap amp. You can see there's like, I don't know if that's silicone or whatever, but you can see the baffle board wiggles around. So there's a couple ways you could fix this. You could drill a couple holes and put screws in the side. It would kind of destroy the look of it. It's really clean. I haven't even cleaned it yet, but it's a clean little amp. So I have a different idea for be a little time consuming, but I have a kind of a different way that would make sense to fix this little amp. I'll bring you in a little closer and explain it. With the loose baffle board, let's see it there. Maybe get like a little bit of wood and stick it in here, screw it into the side, and screw it into the baffle board, and it would hold it. So that would, you know, if I had the right thing, I could. Let me look in my little goodie box. If I have a couple of screws with some nice grommets or something on them, I'd have to have 4 of them, I would imagine. Let me see what I have. Well, I have these 4, which are, I think they're from a guitar amp, but I don't have a grommet, or I don't have a washer that would make that look pretty. So I probably don't want to use that. If I can get a couple little pieces of wood and maybe cut out this silicone with a razor blade, or I think it's silicone. I don't know if I can cut that out. But if I could just get like a piece of wood in there, put a couple of screws in both ways, it would hold the baffle board right in place good. Okay, I cut these pieces. I wish they were more square. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna deal with this. I think the first thing to do is I'll get the speaker out of the way. And then I gotta get rid of all this stuff. and then go from there. Okay, now we can put the drywall screws through. So now what we need to do is find a drill bit about that big, and so we can have the drywall screw go inside here and come out a predetermined amount in order to screw into the backboard. In order to screw into the backboard of this. Capiche? Okay, so this drill is the same size as the head. So I got some tape on it as a stopper. So I'll drill in until the tape is right about even with the wood. That's pretty standard stuff that you do when you got to do stuff, you know? So now, see, we have the recess. So we can have it come out and not punch through the front, hopefully. That looks like it's a little too much. Well, that one looks like it's a little too much. I might need to find a washer or something. I'll check them all right now. It's not like I'm working on some dumbbell or something. Okay, where's the other piece of wood? Just double check them. It was hard drilling. It must have been like a metal drill. Yeah, this one might have to go in a little bit more. This one's pretty perfect. A little bit more on this one. It looks like the tape has moved now, so I can't trust what it says. Just a bit more. Hillbilly repair. There. Those two are good. And this one looks like it's a little too much. So I'm gonna try to find a washer for this. I don't feel like re-drilling it. I'll find a washer. Well, the wood split here, so I drilled a hole through, stuck a screw in there. I put some glue in there. I mean, this isn't a Marshall stack. I got the top all in. So we'll start putting this back together. And you see, I took a picture of how the reverb tank was plugged in. Because my mind don't work and my whole body aches. The blues is calling, falling down me like rain. I'm going to get a shotgun and disconnect my brain. Now, the best thing to do is to test it before we put it all back together. Because there's nothing worse than putting something all back together and it doesn't work. Make sure it works. Got some kind of bad connection here. Have to move these controls around a little bit. We have achieved feedback. Okay. So it does work. So now we'll put the back on now. We'll put the back on now. I can remember where all the screws are for the back. Where are they? Uh-oh, what have I done? Where did I put those screws? I don't even know. I don't even know. The ones for this guy. Where did they go? Oh, I know. I put them right here. Bipolar. Ha! Bipolar bear. ADHD. Working together. So that's it. Kind of a pain, huh? What do you want for $5? Rubber biscuit. Okay. All right. Now, I did want to tighten up. This is loose. Just plastic. Don't want to tighten that too much. Some cheap stuff here. Frontman reverb amp. Yeah, let's make it sound really important. It's the Frontman reverb amp from Fender. The reverb too. Alright, I think she's done. Okay, I guess before we clean up our mess, we'll give it a little test. Okay, all the controls are all pretty quiet. Treble way down. Let's try again. Turn the reverb down. Give it all the gain. See what happens. See if the cabinet vibrates. We'll go to clean, we'll crank the bass, the neck pickup on. Well, it breaks up, but it's not vibrating. Might have, what is it, 10 watts, but that speaker might not want to do it. Well, that's it. $5. I haven't really cleaned it yet. I fixed the baffle board, is now actually attached. So now she's good to go. Well, I hope I didn't put anybody to sleep, but sometimes when you got to do a little job like that, maybe this video could help somebody. If it helped anybody, I'm glad you could give me a subscribe, man. It's free. Thumbs up. So that's the Fender Reverb, the Frontman Reverb amp. She's a real runner. That's it for today, and I will see you next time. Take care. What do you want for $5, right? All right, here is a $5 custom Dart. It's not the one, there's one that has more knobs. It's like bass and treble. This one only has, can you see that? It only has gain, voice, volume, overdrive, and power. That's it. It has a quarter, look at that, a 1/4-inch headphone jack. You never see that. It's always 1/8. So I haven't cleaned it. I'll let you see the back of it. My wife got this for $5 and the other little Fender amp, 4 ohms, 15 watts RMS. Made in China, baby. Okay. Certified to Canada. Designed in the USA. Hey, let's see what it sounds like. That voice knob, well, I'll work the voice knob too. So this is the clean. Wow, it's pretty decent clean. That little tiny speaker in there. I'll put the voice all the way to the left. With the clean. This thing is like not much bigger than my hand. That's bassier than I thought it would be. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'll turn up the volume a little bit. Alright, starting to break up. Sounds pretty decent. Let's try the gain. We'll put the gain to about 1/4. That's the neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Half gain bridge pickup. One thing's for sure, it has a way better distortion than that Fender. The Fender was just like a Buzzmaster. Better distorted sound. Let's all the gain. Oh, there's the hiss of death. Okay, we'll start on the right hand side. practice amp. It does not sound bad. Good for $5, huh? Pretty nice. I'll clean her all up. And maybe I'll sell it with this Ibanez. Yeah, this thing plays incredible. It's a little tiny little micro. You can see the action on it. Let's see if you can see that. The action's real nice on this. Yeah, this would be a nice little combination, except I think maybe I might keep this and throw the fender in with it. Because I like my distortion, and this sounds, it doesn't have reverb or anything, but I can live without that. Who needs reverb? This isn't surf rock. So yeah, good little amp for $5. All right, now we'll clean up these couple of amps. This one's cleaner. I do see some white marks down here. And I always use alcohol prep. It usually takes, like on cases and amps, it'll take it right off. Never fails, see? Takes it right off. Maybe I'll do this edge too. Get all that crud out. Old toothbrushes always work good. This one's really clean. I'm pretty impressed on how clean it is. A lot of spots on these knobs to collect dust. Yeah, this one's really clean. I wonder how they broke the baffle board loose. Maybe they were really rocking out. They were rocking way too hard. Let's give her a little clean up here. Probably doesn't even need it. Yeah, I like the other amp better. I really like the gain better, because gain is like more important than clean to me. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else to this amp. It's pretty clean. This one is a little bit of a pig pen though. Oh man, there's a lot of dust on here. A lot of dust on the top. You see all that dust? You try to get most of it off there. Yikes. Yeah, there's somebody had tape on the side. Something gooey. Get that off. If it'll come off. Oh, it's on there pretty good. Yeah, this stuff doesn't want to come off. Being very stubborn. Might have to do something else with that. Yeah, this one kind of got banged around a little bit. Wow, there's some dirt. There's some dirt in there. Well, we'll do a little high speed. I don't want to put you to sleep. Wow. That goop didn't want to come off at all. I think I got most of it. 12 seconds of the high speed stuff is a long time of scrubbing. Yeah, it looks just a little bit on the nasty side, doesn't it? But it sounds good. This little amp sounds pretty good. So, I'm going to try putting some of this ultra protectant on there. We'll see what that does. Clean her up. Gotta get my investment back, my $5 back. Sometimes when the vinyl's ripped, it'll just kind of be pushed. I'll take some glue and I'll peel it off a little bit, like lift it off, put the glue on there and push it back on. And in some cases, if it's missing, I'll just use a black marker because it kind of hides it pretty good. There we go. A whole new amp. Yeah, there. That's better. Significantly better looking. I always like the idea of taking a little amp like this, the amp section, and maybe the speaker and putting it in an antique radio. I think that's cool. I don't know, the one guy, he does it with toasters. I wouldn't want to do it with a toaster. I'd want to do it with something made out of wood. This still had the clear sticker on it. I pulled that off. So that's about it for this. That's enough time spent on a $5 amp, right? We'll get the fender over here. All right, we'll put some protectant on this. This amp probably doesn't even need it, does it? Oh, getting all over the place. Yeah, it's pretty clean. There we go. Should be an easy $30. Maybe 35. That looks good. Well, that is about it for the $5, well, $10 amp score. The old custom and the old Fender Frontman reverb amp. $5 each. That's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And you can hit the like button, subscribe if you feel like it. Or if you don't, don't. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully next time my wife comes home with like a 1965 deluxe reverb for $5. The closest I ever came to that was my cousin Mel and I walking down LaSalle Avenue in Buffalo, New York. We came across a Fender Bassman head and we took it to his house. It didn't have any tubes in it. Of course, he had all kinds of tubes. We put tubes in it. It worked. There was nothing wrong with it. And we just found it on the sidewalk, laying out with the trash. So you never know. You never know. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.